What is going on, everybody? It is Ahmed, and I am back today with yet another video for you all. And today, guys, we're going to be talking about the global cryptocurrency market and things regarding the Federal Open Market Committee, or the FOMC, this coming week. On November 2nd and 3rd, they will be meeting to increase interest rates here in the United States. We're expecting a 75 basis points increase, but the question right now becomes, what are we anticipating for December? Now, as always, remember, never financial advice by any means, just trying to put you guys on the plays that I'm in. And crypto this week has been extremely volatile. We've seen ups and downs, left and rights, but overall, the meme coins, of course, with Elon's big Twitter acquisition, have been on their biggest rally. Dogecoin up 115% on the week, SHIBAINU up 27% in the last 7 days. So let's go ahead and talk about it. Let's talk about what to expect next week in terms of the interest rate increases and everything else from the FOMC. Now, remember, as always, if you want free money, there's an opportunity down in the description below with Moomoo, where if you open up a trading account, fund the account, you're going to get up to 15 free stocks for free. Each one could be valued up to $2,000. If you could do some math there, that means, yes, $30,000 is literally yours for free in the link in the description at the very best. At the very least, hey, you'll get some free money at least. Now, this clip here I thought was kind of a good way to sum up things from Yahoo Finance, and you could see here exactly what it is that they're saying. And here it is.
In studio today. Feels like the 75 basis points is largely baked in for next week. The question is, what happens come December?
Yeah, that's the big question in the market. And I think it's 50-50 come December, whether they stay with 75 or they downshift to 50.
So that clip right there, I think we should kind of embrace. Now, this individual here is the Wells Fargo Investment. He's from the Wells Fargo Investment Institute, and he's somebody that, again, knows a little bit on what he's talking about when it comes to the macroeconomic and even microeconomic environment. So Yahoo Finance here talks about the Fed jobs data to set groundwork for the rest of 2022. What to know this week. 75 basis points is expected. And some people right now are betting that it might even be a little bit less because our inflation rate is slightly starting to go down. I think Jerome Powell and the Federal Reserve will come out with a full 75 basis points, 100%. And this is going to be for the fourth consecutive month in a row. The Federal Reserve next policy move and a rush of employment data will headline a busy start to November on Wall Street this week. Markets face another sizable increase in the U.S. central bank's benchmark interest rates, with officials expected to deliver a fourth straight 75 basis point hike after their two-day meeting concludes on Wednesday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Investors will also tune in to remarks from Chair Jerome Powell following the decision, along with economic projections from the federal officials and the latest dot plot showing each member's forecast for the U.S. short-term interest rates. Now, right now, a lot of economists are coming out and saying that interest rates in the United States right now sitting at right around 8.5, 8.6%. They're anticipating for inflation to start getting curved as interest rate goes up. They're thinking that inflation could be as low as 3.5% come March of 2023. Now, what does this bring in terms of opportunity? Inflation will come down over time. It's happened historically, and it happens time and time again. This is a time when we start looking at our favorite assets and our favorite asset classes. For me, crypto is where I am putting a lot of my investments. It used to be the smallest portion of my portfolio, but nowadays it's actually the biggest portion. And I'm talking about all assets, including crypto, stocks, bonds. If I'm talking about real estate as well, starting to enter into that space now, it has that lowest upside, but the least risk typically from the three markets that I've mentioned. But if you look at QQQ, for example, the NASDAQ also year to date is down 30%, 30.68% due to the fact that the macroeconomic environment has been quite lousy. So that means big tech stocks are on significant discount, a third of the price that they were earlier this year on January 1st of 2022. So take advantage. This is a time to take advantage. It's simple mathematics. If you just do some addition and subtraction, honestly, multiplication and division, you'll understand that if you put in some money now, even if it's just a QQQ, forget the fact that you're going to buy individual stocks. You're buying QQQ, a compilation of all the NASDAQ, the big tech companies in the United States. You're going to have that at $278. If it goes back to its all-time high, or just year high, $401, you're already going to be up. So again, I would 100% urge everybody to at least do the research, especially when you don't feel like it. And even for crypto, even if you're not looking at altcoins right now, major altcoins, and you don't want to take too much of a risk, Bitcoin, if it goes back to its all-time high of right around 70,000, that's a minimum, not a 2x, but a 3x from current value, even a 3.25x actually. So again, a 300% return on your investment. Could take a risk if you're somebody that is interested in doing so with your personal risk appetite. So again, pay attention to next week. It's going to be absolutely big. Now, again, economists are expecting 75 basis points. The expectation by the market is 75 basis points. If they come out and say 100 for some reason, that's going to hurt. If they do 50, bulls are going to be coming out, because then they're going to anticipate that inflation is coming down faster than the Feds initially anticipated. I appreciate you guys' support as always. Thank you so much for tuning in. Smash the like button, consider subscribing, and until next time, everybody, keep investing. Peace.